let's talk about finance, future of finance. First, let's understand that what we mean by finance. Finance is going through rapid transformation. And in a nutshell, there are four components of any business model. Number one is the starting with the value proposition, why you are in the business. What is your value offered to the customers? Why customers should buy goods and services from you? That's value proposition. Then the customer, who is the customer? Because if there is no customer, there is no business. And then capabilities, are you capable? Do you have resources? Do you have the talented people to deliver that value proposition? And then finance in that equation, finance role is the ability or system to capture value and turning excess value into profit. People think that finance function is related to the money, is measuring, counting the money and creating money. Better concept is the value creation. So it's not money creation, it's value creation. And money is part of value. So it's a broader concept that when you have a mindset of value capturing, you are not only covering the money part, but also the value creation. And that's a new concept of finance role. Shareholders value creation, of course, that is related to money, but customers value is more than money. Other stakeholders in the business is more than money. So you need to understand going forward, what is the role of finance and where you could fit in that new model of the value creation. These slides are from EY. Again, very good research and very recent and latest. So what they are showing here, this pyramid shows the current structure of finance organization in most of the business organizations. Of course, CFO sitting at the top and involved with the strategy, operations, people, etc. Then you have the next layer as business partners, who are basically strategic advisors to the different lines or divisions of business. Then you have center of excellence, where the specialist people like treasurers, like taxation, like merger acquisition, those people are there. And at the bottom, the big black box, you see the finance factory, the shared service centers, or the process of accounting transactions. That's a typical, at different levels, it could be different size, but that's a typical structure of the finance department in the past and even today. How is it going to transform? So now we are talking about the technologies. So look at the most common technologies are basically cloud, artificial intelligence, analytics, data, and robotics. With these few technologies, look at the pyramid. So on the left side is the current, which means that big part of the resources or the operations is transaction processing at the bottom. Then we have reporting and compliance. Then we have the insight and action, strategic partner, etc., etc. With the help of the technology, is going to be reversed, is going to be upside down, which means that transaction processing would become a very small part of the finance organization. Reporting and compliance probably would remain more or less the same level, but a lot more expansion and increase in the insight and action on the strategy side, on supporting the business side. That's a big shift. Most people are working in the transaction side, right? Less people are working in the strategy or business partnering side. When the tables are turned and less people are required in the transaction, what are those people going to do? Those are the accounting professionals. There are no more jobs. There would be few jobs, but not as many as today. What are they going to do? And there would be need of people to become strategic business partners. Can the accounting people, typical traditional accountants, can become strategic business partners? They can, but they have to work for that part. So ideally, it should be the accounting professionals today who should prepare themselves for the strategic business partners. But of course, most of them would not do that, right? So there would be job disruption. Many of those people would lose jobs, and the employers would look outside, look for the talent to fill the roles in the strategic business partners area. So it's very obvious. It's a very common trend in front of us.